hello. How are we all? All right. You know what? So, it's obviously not Craig today, it's Sam. And I'm going to take you all through the FTX scan today. So what has been going on with the market? You know, we've had a few days of red, but I think from the greater perspective, we've had many months of green. So, you know, it is expected. Yeah, just so you know, this isn't Trader Cobb. It's Sam, the mentor. I'm taking Craig's FTX scans for the next few days, so I'll be stepping in. You know, you have to, you know, you got the consolation prize, but in my humble opinion, it's actually the better one. Oh. So, look, as I was saying, we had seen many months of green. It's about time that we have seen some selling. It can be expected. All right, I'll go to a chart with more data for us, so that you can see whereabouts that we're sitting. I'm laughing at the comments here. Realized it wasn't Craig when he saw hair. Yeah, you know, it's God-given. You know, I'm very lucky. I'm only young though, so that's when I age, it might go. Who knows? But fingers crossed. All right, so we've bounced back. We're sitting around the 50% fib level on the monthly. Okay, but I'm expecting a bit more selling, just based on how the charts look at the moment. We have a pullback in on the 4 hour. Look, it's flat. Oh, it's just convergent to flat. I'm not overly excited about this though. I'll be honest. I'm not super keen on this. So we'll go on to the next one, and I'll change that to my daily time frame. Any questions? You know, just hit me in the comments. Oh no, actually, you know, Peter's saying he wants a refund. I actually think that you guys should be paying more. You know, it's a special guest appearance here. Come on. All right, 1 inch. We're in the cradle zone. We're convergent. I'm going to add that to the list. I have a feeling it's going to be a massive list right now. We do have somewhat of support here. So, yeah, we do have somewhat of support. Yeah, nothing much else to say to that. Yeah, again, Ave, pull back in on the 4. You know, we are convergent on the 4. How do we look on the 8? We are downtrending on the 8, so I'm going to add that to the list. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to be awake at 10 o'clock. I go to sleep quite early. You know, I need my 8 hours. I wake up early in the morning, so you know that's my excuse. Nothing on Cardano. And the reason there's nothing is because we've pulled back past the cradle zone here. The 8 hour doesn't look that great. We have a low, high. and then we have a higher low. So I am not too keen on that one. Alchemix. We have a downtrend here on the 4. Also on the 8. Look, it isn't the best. It's because we haven't got that. We don't have that cyclicity like we do on the other charts prior. I think there's better out there, so I'm just going to move on. Algo. Once again, it's on the 4. We are sitting just a bit above that resistance, or support rather. So I'm not keen on that. Alpha Perp has seen a fair bit of selling, but it is quite messy on the daily. You go to the 4, and we do have a downtrend here. We are in the cradle zone. If you look here, there is also a level, somewhat of a level. It's the level's not really that evident on the 8 though. I'm going to keep that in the list. Well, it was already in the list because I'm adding to my list that I had throughout the day. Eric, I can't give that secret out. It's a secret shampoo. I will not be giving that secret out. I'm sorry. Okay. It's a classified secret. Alt Perp. Once again, look, we're sitting above that support there. So I'm just going to take that out of the list. All right. You're going to see all my lovely facials, my lovely concentration facials that I make when I do these scans. So you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. We've pulled back quite far, but we are sitting somewhat around the 61.8% fib. Do we have a double cluster? We do. Look, this doesn't look too bad. Ooh. I'm gonna add it to the list. There's nothing there just yet, but we might see a few. Well, in a couple candles time, something might set up. All right, up. Nothing there. We're gonna move on. Cosmos. Nothing on the 4. It's pulled back in. It's pulled back in on the 4, but we are divergent. Okay, so from this low to that low, we compare here to here because they're both lows on the MACD, and this low is in fact higher than that low. So we are divergent, ladies and gentlemen. We are divergent. All right, little lesson there. The 8 hours pull back. But it looks okay on the 8. Looks okay on the 8, but it's a bit hard to say no to that. I'm just going to put it in the list because why not? All right. Oh, look at this Audius. That looks lovely. It's already in my list from previous. We have an old level of support now turned into resistance. That's sitting where I want it. This is a lovely chart right here. Okay. We also have an 8-hour downtrend. The 16-hour is also backing us up too, and the daily is also downtrending. So that's a pretty schmick chart right there. You know that? Ava. Fun fact, my old housemate had a cat named Ava, and every time I see this coin, I think of her. Absolute beautiful little cat. Love her to death. Whenever I visit, she's always the best. So yeah, little caveat. All right. Look, Ava's sitting above potential support right now. Look, we did bust through it, but I don't like trading into it. Okay, so to me, if there's a reason to not trade, I'm going to take that reason, and I'm only going to take the best. ladies and gentlemen. I'm only going to take the best. That's all I want. Axis. We have a downtrend here. Have a low, high. You know, you can't call through. Yeah, that's all one movement. Cyclicity is starting to go. I'm going to add that in the list because there's no reason to not. Alright? There's no reason to not at the moment. Another one. Just outside of the cradle zone. I'm going to keep it in the list. Everyone ignore the scammer in the chat. That is not me. That's not us. We would not ask anybody for any crypto, so do not listen to that person. Alright. Now, we're somewhat flat here on bow. Pulled back to the 38.2 fib. It's going to be a long list. It is going to be a long list, all right? I shall check out HNT when I get to it. But thank you for that, Eric. I appreciate that. Yeah, if anyone has anything or has seen anything prior, let me know. I'm more than happy to check it out for you and give you my opinion on it or what I'm seeing. And yeah, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm going to add that to the list. It's going to be a long list. It's going to be a damn long list. Okay, that is not added to the list because it is divergent on the 4. The 8 doesn't look the best either. That, once again, lovely chart here on the 4. You know, 4 hour is where it's at right now. Let's be honest. 8 hours backing us up too. Can't say no to that. Can't say no to that. Bitcoin Cash. Look, we're sitting above this level, so I'm not happy to trade that. Once again, BNB